What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel today. Now today, boys, we're going to be doing a bit of a different one. We're going to have a club tour for you guys of the Kyren Road to Glory, my main account, just to kind of show you guys how our club is looking right before Team of the Year, because Team of the Year is right around the corner, and we're getting prepped, we're getting set, we're getting ready to go ahead and just go ham during Team of the Year. So that's kind of the whole deal. But I thought it'd be a good idea today to kind of show you guys how our club is looking. Now, right now, as I'm recording this, it's currently the 14th of January. So we're about a week or two out for Team of the Year. I think this video is going to probably go live, though, a few days later, if not a week later than when I'm recording this. So do apologies for that. But yeah, this is kind of what our club is looking like right now, and kind of the whole thing. Now, right now, currently on our club, we do have about 4 million coins saved up for Team of the Year. Hopefully I'm able to buy maybe 1 or 2 Team of the Year cards. That's kind of the hope and pray. Our record is currently 624 wins, 17 draws, and 103 losses. And I also must say as well, those aren't all legitimate losses, because I have been de-ranking in rivals just to make sure I can guarantee myself rank 1. So that's kind of the whole deal behind it. But if I was to tell you probably about how many of those would actually be like me actually trying and me genuinely losing, it'd probably be somewhere around the 80 to 70 mark. That's what I would say. But yeah, and then also on top of that, boys, if you go to our store, we currently have right now saved up 97 packs. 4 of them are Team of the Weeks. One of those is an Ultimate Team of the Week pack. And a whole bunch of just general packs. We've got 100Ks, we've got Megas, we've got Ultimates, we've got 50K packs, 25K packs, all the good stuff. So for Team of the Year, we're looking really, really good, and the pack save's been going really, really nicely. Now, of course, if we're doing a club tour, we have to show you the squad, and this is the squad that we've been running for the past couple of weekends. If you guys haven't been following the Road to Glory, I'll put a little link to like the playlist here. But on this account that we actually managed to go ahead and sell off. We had Blanc and Rio before, and we sold those 2 off, and we brought in 2 freeze cards. The first one, of course, is Marquinhos. And I've actually really enjoyed him. I think he's an incredible on-the-ball CDM. He feels really good on the ball. And then he's also got a decent presence when you're playing him and you're on the defense. So I really, really enjoy this card. I think it's been a good replacement. Just kind of alleviate that million coins so that we have for Team of the Year. And of course, he does get a hyperlink to Neymar as well, which is always brilliant. And then also on top of that, we got rid of Rio Ferdinand, and we've been using Chiellini recently. And I think he's been really, really good as well. I think he hasn't been the craziest responsive, but he's been very, very solid at the center back position. And I think next to Varane, you can't really go too wrong. Now, in this club, there are a few first owner cards. The main one, of course, is Cristiano Ronaldo. We managed to pack him, I believe, in like the 2nd or 3rd week of the game. And yeah, he's got 538 games played for us and over 1,000 goal contributions, which is absolutely just mental. I actually play him as a right mid nowadays, which is crazy to me, but that's kind of the way it is. And then, of course, how could we forget about our untradeable Neymar? And he's got over 40 games in our club. And again, a crazy, crazy amount of goal contributions. You guys can see over there. I believe that's almost 800 goal contributions in 300 and so games. He's been playing at the striker position, so that's very, very understandable. But he's just so, so good. And him next to Cantona, which is our 3rd big first owner pack pull. Cantona's also been doing bits as well, and he's got almost, I believe that's over 400 goal contributions in 170 games. So the combination of these 3 and the attack have been really, really good. And then the final one, of course, is Hirving Lozano. Now, Lozano is there mainly just for chemistry, but also on top of that, just because he's fast. That's the reality of it. He's got 98 pace. He's a really, really good just running gun sort of player. If you're playing him as a winger, he's going to do the job there. He's only got 3-star weak foot, but I think he does a great job, and yeah, I'm really, really happy with him. And then, of course, our backline, Mendy and Varane, you guys aren't really going to see or like complain all too much about these boys. I think our Mendy is first owner, and then we've also got Varane, who's got 623 games in our club. And then, of course, we've got the boy Quadrado, our legend at right back. I actually really love this card, and he's been really, really good. And then, of course, Oblak, who I think at this point is my favorite keeper. I bought him for 135k, and I believe he's up to like 260 now, so that's really, really good now. And that's how the whole team is. And we've got him playing right mid, 2 strikers, and then left mid, and 2 center mids in a 4-4-2. So that's kind of how it all sets up. Now, also, I think I've kind of just made sure to put some of the more mentionable players on our bench, just because I think that's really, really important. First off, we got Alessandrini, and I was actually playing Sandrini over Lozano. Honestly, I think they do a pretty good job either of them. He's more fast and more running gun, so that's why I like him for the wing. But I think he's more of a technical player, and what I really think stands out for him is the shot power. The shot power on this Alessandrini card is crazy. So I really rate that, and you guys can see 98 games played for the club. He's been pretty good. Now this past weekend just gone, we did try Robben, and I actually really enjoy this card. I think he's fun with 5-star skills and the crazy finesse shot. But if you're playing in the higher tier of foot champs and division rivals and all sorts of stuff, he's probably not going to work the best because he is very one-dimensional. So do keep that in mind. But if you have done this flashback Robben SBC, I think you'll very much enjoy him. He's a really great card. Also on top of that, we got Red Zaha pretty early on. He's been a good super sub for us. Not really too many actions though. And then, of course, we got Kyren. I actually haven't tried out this card, but kind of had to do him with the stats on this, man. You guys can see, chuck a shadow on him, chuck an engine on him. He looks like a crazy defensive player. The only downside really is the 2-star weak foot, but yeah, that's a card that I couldn't miss out on, and he looks absolutely sensational. Now, of course, we've also got Objective Kappa. I actually use him as a CDM / center back sub if I need to make one, and I think he's really good. I think, no, sorry, did I say flashback? I think I mean freeze. But yeah, I think he's incredibly good, so would highly recommend that card. And then these were like two of the bigger pack pulls at the start of the Road to Glory. First off, we have Rashford, and he's played over 300 games for us. He's been really just an unbelievable card in my club. I actually use him as a right mid super sub for Quadrado if I play the 3-5-2. And then the other boy, of course, and I'm just surprised Mane doesn't have more games. I sub in Mane at halftime for Lozano in the left wing position and the left mid position, and he does so good. He's just, this card right here, I gotta say, actually really surprised me because I usually find Mane in most FIFAs to be a bit clunkier. This card is really responsive, and I think it's a combination of the pace, the responsivity, plus the strength on the ball, and then just like he's off, you know, he's off to the races. He's a really good card. So to have him untradeable as well as Rashford, some incredible super subs, plus on top of that we got Robben, we got Sandrini, we got Kyren and Kappa if we need defensive options. It looks really good. So that's what our bench looks like. Now onto the reserves. I've got Ederson, don't really use him all too much. Joao Felix I use a lot for objectives, and he's an alright card, but I think you do need that one extra upgrade to kind of push him to that next level. He's kind of a bit lackluster with like the pace and stuff like that, so that's what I do feel like. And then of course we move over to some sentimental cards. We've got the boy Alexandro, my guy. He's one of the cards that I've loved in previous FIFAs, if you guys have been around on the Road to Glory. And yeah, I had to do him. I know, obviously, probably not the best SBC. I think it was around 120,000 coins, but just as a sentimental value, I kind of have to do him. And then also on top of that, I think Juve have got Porto in the UCL for the next stage. So hopefully he gets a +1 or 2. Hopefully Juve can come up with a dub, and yeah, this card goes to like an 89. And I think it's an 89. He's gonna be really good, and he'll be a good option to have in the club. So I'm very happy with that. He's been helpful with some Brazilian objectives as well. Now, also on top of that, if you guys don't know my account, we have Michael Owen. Now this is not pack pulled. This is actually a bought purchase. I bought him as an investment, just in case they required an icon for the first set of SBCs, because they did back in FIFA 19 or 18, I believe. And they didn't require one, so this card's around 170k right now. I'm currently taking about 110k loss. But honestly, I actually ended up playing with this card, and I actually really don't mind him. He's really good. I use him as a left mid in a 4-4-2, just kind of like a running gun. And the reason why I had him is because I had Rashford on my team. So I did this, and then I did this. And of course, against Rashford full chem, we also had someone different up there and someone different there. So that's kind of the main reason why we had Owen in the squad, is to kind of get Rashford full camp, as well as also just to use him. And I actually really didn't mind him. I thought he was actually pretty good. So as a club legend, he's going to stay for the meantime. And then I think during Team of the Year, we're probably going to grind through his Prime icon SBC, get the Prime in, and I'll probably just keep that Prime for the rest of the year, just as like a club sentimental card. But yeah, I don't know why, but this year for me, for some reason, Owen, my boy. And it's a bit weird because, I don't know, I tried some different players here and there just because it can kind of work for the team. And Owen's one that stayed in our club for like probably about, like, I would say maybe 5 or 6 weaklings. It was crazy. He just stayed for so long. So big up to the boy Owen, very nice lad, and yeah, happy to have him in the squad. Now also on top of that as well, one final card, we've got the boy Adebayo Akinfenwa. I'm just really happy that they actually dropped this as a card for a Scream version, just because he's a sick fun card. With the Hunter, he goes up to like crazy like 90 pace and like close to 90 shooting. And then also on top of that, his shot power is really noticeable as well. And then also on top of that, he's got the 99 strength, so you can kind of hold just L2 and he'll kind of do the bits. Now, he is definitely a truck, so keep that in mind when you're using him, but a very, very fun card to have, and if I want to bring someone fun off the bench, he's actually scored for me, like, I think twice in Weekend League, so it's a fun card to have, and I do really rate it, and that's kind of like my team. Now, I think there's one other team that we do kind of have to have a look at. I think you guys will see I have a lot of teams in my club right now, just because for objectives and all that sort of stuff, but realistically the main other team that you guys have to see is the silver team. Now it is a concept squad right now because I had to put this Leicester keeper through for the Leicester League SBC because we're grinding out packs for team of the year, so that's kind of the way it is, but I can put any Prem guy there and it will work well. This is my silver squad, and I made sure to do the majority if not all of the silver cards. Let me go check as well. I think I have one more in my club. I've made sure to do most of the silver objectives just because you never know what's going to be needed for silvers at the end of the day, and I think it is really important to kind of have all these cards. Now, I also have 7 informs in my team right now, and the main reason for that is because there is a silver sensation objective that requires you to have and play with 7 objectives right now. I think there's a German dude out right now, so I'm going to have to do that center mid. But yeah, this is how the team sets out. We've actually got no midfielders, just 6 attackers and then also the defense. And I gotta say, I did this Wes Morgan objective. He's really good. I like him a lot. For a silver card, he's been so good. I like Ademi a lot. And then, of course, the boy Oamanda Tuka, he does bits. He does absolute bits. The 5-star skills plus the dribbling on him is just sensational. I should probably chuck it like a chem star on him, but he's a really fun card, and when you bring him off the bench in the silver stage or whatever it's called, I can't remember what it's called, the silver lounge I think it is, but yeah, he's just a really fun card to use. Of course, we've got the boy Adebayo Akinfenwa as well, and Vidra Adams, all that sort of good stuff, and yeah, it's a pretty fun team. It works well for objectives, and then of course, if I need help in squad battles, because some of the requirements are with squad battles, you need to play in like squad battles for some objectives. I just bring off Ronaldo and name off the bench for this, but for the silver lounge, this is kind of what we use, and it is pretty good. Now, finally, boys, I think there's one final thing to look at in our club, and that is going to be just the rest of the cards in our club. And I think the best way to do it is by doing it through here, unfortunately, just because they don't really offer you another way, which is kind of a bit of a nuisance. So what we are going to do is we're going to look at our special untradeable cards, because that's basically that just makes up the rest of our club. Our gold tradables right now are so poor. I don't think I have anything above 82 rated because I've used it all in SBCs and I just don't have the fodder because we haven't been opening packs, so that's kind of the way it is. But what I will make sure to do as well, I'll make sure to do I think I'm gonna go value high to low, and if I'm not mistaken, that'll get all the loans out the front, so you guys have to see all the loans as well, and we can kind of sift through some of these cards. So the first main ones, of course, are Edison, Chiellini, Cantona. We've talked about that. We got a red Vardy, which is pretty cool, but I don't really use him too much. I'm not a big fan of Vardy, honestly, so he'll probably go through an SBC. And then also on top of that, if you missed our base icon that we did with coins, we got ourselves a Miroslav Klose. I only did one with coins because I know eventually I'm going to need an icon for later down the line for an SBC, but realistically now we've got 2 to put through. Owen's one of them, same with Klose, so I'm not really too fast. We're also going to probably grind a few during Team of the Year, so no big deal for me, and I think I'm not really too fast of doing too many more icon packs, honestly. I think right now in my club, I'd rather the coins, so that's kind of my main thing. Now, we've got a whole bunch of objective cards in here as well. Correa, Mullet, Duelafeo, Voland as well. We got, of course, our Beckham, and he's actually pretty alright. I don't mind him. I think his passing and his dribbling are great. I think he's a bit lackluster when it comes to like just a general overall midfielder, but check a shadow on him for La Liga objectives. He works really well, and no complaints on my end. And then we've just got some more objective cards. So Sabitzer, Bellerin, Balassi, Kappa, Guedes, and then of course we've also got this red Delaney, which I actually really do enjoy. I think he's a great card. Bit clunky sometimes, but he will do the job, and he's very, very solid. We've got ourselves a Once to Watch James Rodriguez that we did from the SBC, and then also on top of that, we got Objective Mukulele, SBC Talisca, Perisic as well in there, as well as Kunde as well, so another objective card there and there, another red player, and this is kind of just going down to the lower parts of stuff, but you guys will see the main thing that you guys can take away from this is we've got a lot of objective cards, and I think that's been the main, like, crazy good thing about this year, just generally, is that the objective cards in this game have been so good, and I feel like if you don't really need to play FUT Champs as much anymore if you can grind out cards such as Kunde and such as Kappa. I think they are, like, actual usable cards within the meta that aren't, like, overly, like, overpowered, which I think is good because it means that people, if they want to upgrade, they can upgrade. But this card, for example, like Kunde, for an 84, and if Sevilla I don't know if Sevilla will do well in the UCL match, but if this card goes to an 86, he's going to be so good. Just looking at the card overall, he's already got great stats, and I know in Weekend League he's a pain to play up against. And it's the same thing with Kappa as well. Kappa's such a good CDM for La Liga. It's just a really nice card, just well balanced overall, great pace. So yeah, I think that they've done really well with the objective cards. And then, yeah, that's basically the entirety of my club. I guess we can show you the gold untradeable silvers. The untradeable golds, just to kind of show you guys. But I don't think there's really too much more. Of course, I've shown you the Mane, the Neymar, and also the Rashford. We've got Usman, Joe Gomez, as well as also, I believe, Saint Max. And that kind of wraps up the majority of our golds that are actually good. It's kind of mad because I pretty much packed every single good left wing card that is that is a gold that's untradeable. So St. Max we got untradeable, and then we kind of just stepped it up from there. We've got, of course, Usman, we've got Rashford, we've got Mane, and now we've got Neymar. So have no use for all of them, of course, but for objectives and then also for our main team with Neymar, Mane, Rashford, really helpful. And yeah, I don't know what our luck's been this year. It's been a crazy good year with luck on our account. So definitely do have to say that. But that's kind of the entirety of my club. And yeah, hopefully it can change a lot coming up to Team of the Year. We should be able to make some good changes. I'm hoping to get maybe a Team of the Year midfielder or defender into the club. And yeah, that's kind of the entirety of it. But let me know, guys, what is your club looking like? How many coins have you got? How many packs have you got saved up for Team of the Year? Are you guys hyped for Team of the Year? And for me personally, it can't come sooner, you know? I'm just like, I've been in the state right now on my own accounts where this has been my team, and I've been waiting for so long for it to kind of like upgrade, but I can't really upgrade anything because the Team of the Years aren't out, and there's not really many good icon SBCs. So that's kind of the reality of it, and I don't really want to waste coins for the sake of wasting coins, so we're kind of just stagnant at this point. So I definitely need Team of the Year soon. Hopefully that can come around the corner and it should be all good. But thank you guys for watching the video. Hopefully you enjoyed the club tour, and we'll probably do another one later on in the year, maybe close to Team of the Season. This one's just kind of to give you guys an idea of how the club is looking like at this point in time of the year. And yeah, that's pretty much the entirety of my club. So if you did enjoy it, don't forget to smash a big old thumbs up, drop a subscribe as well, click the notification bell to get notified when we go live with another video. And yeah, until the next time, guys, hopefully you guys stay safe. Much love, take care, have a good one, and peace.
Whenever your heart is broken, don't ever forget you're golden. I will find the light in your soul.